Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how we do multiplication in school. It's a long process and some children are at various places along the process, but hopefully all will come clear as I continue to explain. We start by singing songs. These have proven really positive with the children and have really helped them be able to recall their times tables. So in year 2, we look at the 2, 5 and 10s times tables. And the 2 song goes like this. Children, get your fingers up. It's really important as we sing that we point whichever way you want to point, but we make sure we point to each fingers. Are you ready? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22 and 24. Here's our 2s, let's learn some more. So all the children should be really familiar with that song, as they should be with the 5s song. So let's go. Are you ready? 5, 10, 15, then comes 20, 25, 30, 35 and 40, 45 and 50, 55, 60. So we repeat those songs over and over again every day, as many times as we can, so they become really embedded within the children's minds and they have the ability then to count in 2s and 5s. So here is a traditional multiplication sum. Now it's really important that as our children grow that they understand what this sum means. So this sum to us is 6 times 2 equals. To our children we try and speak it as if it's a story. So we have 6 groups of 2, and we could say sweets. So we have 6 groups of 2 sweets. Then we can draw it out. So if I've got 6 groups of 2, that means in each group there are going to be 2, and I have 6 groups. 6 groups of 2. So here is one group. There's another group. Here's another group. That's 4 groups. That's 5 groups. And that's 6 groups. So I have 6 groups of 2. And because I can count in 2s, because I've learnt my song and I've done lots of practicing of counting in 2s, I can then go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I know the answer is 12. Now, I haven't set these out like this by accident. This is what we call an array. So I've set my dots out in an array because, yes, it shows me the answer to 6 groups with 2 in each group, but it also shows me the answer to this. 2 groups of 6. 2 groups of 6. And we know it equals the same. So it doesn't matter which way round these numbers are, the total will always be the same. It doesn't matter if they are 6 groups of 2 or if they are 2 groups of 6. We can work it out either way to get the total amount that's there. We've worked out our multiplication calculation with the use of an array. We've drawn in the array. You could also use coins or Lego pieces to do this physically if you wanted to. But how can we use a number line to help us solve these calculations? Let's think back to what it's asking us for. It's asking us for 6 groups of, or lots of, 2. 6 lots of 2. So we need 2 6 times. And that's exactly what we have drawn. On a number line, we will need to draw our 2's 6 times. So we're going to count in 2's and we're going to do that 6 times. So starting on 0, that's 1 lot of 2. So I'm on 2. 4, 6, 8. Now at the moment you can see I've only got 4 lots of 2. So I need 6, therefore I need to keep going. It's 5 lots of 2 and finally 6 lots of 2. So yeah, we get the same answer, of course we do. The total is 12. We can check that we've counted in 2's by using our song. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We have. We're absolutely right. Brilliant. It can also be displayed if we're doing 2 lots of 6 by doing my first jump of 6. So I'm going to do 2 groups of 6 this time. So I'm going to go to 6 on the first jump. That's 1 jump. And then on the second jump, I need to count 6 more along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And yeah, of course, it lands me on that 12. So that's 2 lots of 6. Whichever way round you do it, the total is the same. That's all helpful if we have the first 2 numbers that we are timesing together. So the fact that we had the 6 times the 2, we could work out the total as 12. But if we are missing one of those numbers, the 6 or the 2, what can we do then to work out the calculation? So here we have a calculation where the missing number, the missing amount, what we've got to work out is somewhere else. It's here. So what is this asking us for? It's saying we have 6 lots of, or 6 groups of something, and they total 12. Now, here is where that information comes in useful. It doesn't matter which way round these 2 numbers are, the total is the same. So, perhaps I could change the sum to this. I have some groups, don't know how many, of 6. Now I know how many is in each group, and I know that the total is 12. So I'm going to group them into 6s, and I'm going to get as many groups of 6s into 12 as I can. In actual fact, this is division. This calculation here is exactly the same, really, as this calculation, 12 divided by 6. So, how am I going to work this out? I'm going to have groups of 6. I'm going to have 12 in total, but I don't know how many groups I'm going to have. So here on my number line, I know it's 12 in total, and I know they're groups of 6. I could count forwards or backwards. If I count forwards, I must remember to stop at 12. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a big circle around 12 just to remind me. If I had a number line that carried on up to 20, 50, 100, it's so easy to forget where you have to stop. And I know that I've got to count in 6s. So if I'm at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, my first jump would be there. That's 1 jump. So far I've got 1 group of 6. Can I fit another in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can. So that's 2 groups of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 2 groups of 6. Your turn now. Here's your calculation. 3 groups of something equals 15. We don't know this amount here. We know we've got 3 groups, but we don't know the amount. What is the first thing we need to do? We need to rewrite the sum. We don't want 3 groups of something. We want to know what this something is. So we can rewrite the sum if you want. Something, so many groups of 3 equals 15. Great, so now we know we're counting in 3s. Brilliant. On our number line, we know we've got to reach the total of 15. We don't go past it, we're just going to meet it. We don't go any further than 15. Starting at 0, I'm counting in 3s, and I want to know how many 3s I can count in. How many 3s do I get into 15? This is actually divide. I'm actually doing 15 divided by 3. So on your number line then, let's have a go. I'll have a go with you for the first one. We're going to count in 3s. So 1, 2, 3. That's where I'm going to jump to first. That's my first jump of 3. You have a go on your number line and see how many jumps of 3s you can get in all the way up to 15. Pause the video now, have a go and press play when you're finished. Right, how many jumps did you do? Let's see how many jumps I do and see if it's the same. So 1, 2, 3, that'll take me to 6. That's 2 jumps of 3. 9 is 3 jumps of 3. 12 is 4 jumps of 3. And 15 would be 5 jumps of 3. So I had 5 groups of 3. So if I've got 5 groups of 3, that means 3 groups of 5 also totals 15. Because I can do it this way. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I've got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Now we don't count in 3s very well in year 2. We're starting to learn that, but not very well. But we do count in 5s really, really well. So actually I could count in 5s this way. So I've got 5 in each group and I've got 3 groups of 5. 5, 10, 15. So yeah, we've checked, we're right, we've got our number line, we've done it on our number line, we've checked with our array, we've used our song to help us to make sure we're right, and we're definitely right. Well done.
How did you get on? I hope that was helpful. Have a go at your high fives now whilst it's fresh in your mind. Have a look at the multiplication high fives in particular and give them a go. Any troubles, any problems, email in and we're always there to help. Good luck, guys.